Silhouettes in landscape photography can produce some incredibly arresting, striking, graphical images, but you have to know what you're looking for and how to get those shots into your camera. Here I have this amazing landscape just in front of me, and my eye was really drawn to this tree standing up on the horizon there. You can see it leaning back away from the prevailing wind, and I think that that's going to make a really nice looking silhouette shot. So framing up here, you can see immediately how much potential there is in the shot. I've got a really clear focal point, which is obviously this lovely windswept tree bending over with the prevailing wind. I've got this lovely graphical line, really sharp, kind of bisecting the scene into a little bit of cloud detail here and some nice blue up in the sky, punctuated by the sun up there. So compositionally, this is quite a straightforward one. I might go for the classic rule of thirds composition, where my tree just kind of lives over on this side and gives us something to ponder across the rest of the frame. But it's exposure that's really going to make this image jump out at people. And so the trick here, I'm going to tap on my tree, that's where I want the focus to be, but I'm also going to tap and then pull down to reduce the exposure. This goes both ways, of course. I could overexpose everything in the other direction, but if we pull back, you can see all of these shadows here. We start to lose all of the detail in that grassland. All the shrubbery down there goes away, so there's nothing distracting to pull your eye all over the place, and all you're going to see is going to be the focal points that I've chosen, this tree, this line through the rest of the frame. So we'll tap, pull everything back, see if we can crush those shadows as much as possible. And I'm going to try a couple of different compositions here, and I think I'm probably going to keep my tree laterally speaking in the same place, but experiment with different vertical compositions. So if we pull that exposure back down again, we might try one where the tree's kind of halfway up. I might try with just a real sliver of foreground in there, pull that up just a little bit, and then what about a roughly kind of equilateral composition there with that horizon line just running halfway through. But I'm going to shoot a couple of different compositions. I'm going to choose which one I like best. This frame is what the camera did without any intervention at all, and I have to say I do really like it. You can see the potential that's there. You've got this lovely strip of land through here, nice clean line through the rest of the frame, and then obviously your focal point right there. But this shot is mainly potential rather than achievement for me, so I think with a bit of intervention we can do better. This is what happens when I adjusted the exposure of the image by tapping on the screen and pulling that exposure down. You can see that we've started to lose loads of detail in the foreground, and the result is a really striking, cool looking silhouette image with this tree giving you something to look at in the top of the frame. Compositionally, it's actually not my favourite. I don't really like this big shadowy chunk at the bottom, and I think that in this frame there is some colour in there, but it's all in the sky, so I kind of want to make the most of that. So angling the camera up and being a bit more thoughtful about composition is going to make a huge difference to this shot. This frame brings together all of the elements that first attracted me to this composition, to this scene. I really like how you have this very thin kind of sliver of foreground here, and then the rest of it is this nice kind of graduated sky through the rest of the frame. I like the exclamation point of the sun right there, and I particularly, this tree is just, I'm so pleased with how it looks, how striking it is. I like how graphical as well this image is, and I think my favourite thing about it is that it's really simple. I think that often the best landscape pictures are the ones that have very, very few elements in them, nothing to distract, nothing to complicate, and I do like how you've just got this real kind of simplicity and elegance, if you like, through the whole frame.